I think I'm live. Am I live on YouTube? I feel like I am. I might be. Maybe. Maybe. Perhaps. Can you guys... Let me check on my phone. I keep trying to not use my phone during these streams because I hate having... No! No! There you go. Live. I'm supposedly live. Am I live twice? Again? Or not? No. Oh no, I hear myself now. No, it's from my phone. No! Okay, I'm live. I think I'm live enough. Yes, you are. Okay, sorry. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I guess it's fine. I'm not looking at... Like, I close Opera, so I'm not checking anything in regards to, like, the bitrate and stuff. So if anything goes wrong, please tell me. Please. Seems to be establishing a tiny bit. Look a little bit less time as well. Yeah, I feel like last time you guys also said that my voice was robotic for a little bit, and then it just got better. But hey, I managed. At least I'm streaming in more than 10 FPS. That's already a lot. So thank you guys. Thank you for coming. Hello BTA. Hello Grain. Hello Asteris. Hello Mage. What did you say, Mage? Happy New... Oh! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year for you too! We will yell. Okay, please do yell if something goes wrong, please. Thank you, BTA. I think you subscribed? Was that it? Thank you. I almost missed the alert. Thank you. I saw the check-in too. Hi Rocco. Hi, just let me. Hello. Delay is a bit bigger again. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Robot voice is back. Voice happens to upgrade itself over time. Yeah. Huru. Huru. Hudu. 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 I'm doing fine. I'm doing well. I'm managing. How are you? It's already way better. From the first time I stream from here, anything's better. Literally anything's better. I see no sound issues, but delay may be... Oh no. But if the delay is less than like 5 minutes, it's fine. I feel like if it's less than 5 minutes, it's okay. If it's more than that, then I have a problem. Happy new solar circle. Yay. Thank you, Asteris. Happy new round circle around. Not round. Like, oh. Happy new kind of circle around the sun. Never saying Hoodoo as how are you ever again. I never saw it before. Before somebody said it on my stream, I never saw anyone typing HRU. Never. Not once. What the fuck is that? How would I know? I meant the sound is already better than at the sound. Oh, okay, good. Need my squatting heart balls. The delay is fine for me as she is closer to my country. Maybe that's as close as to like RL mage that I can ever be. Probably. either that or one day I might visit the Philippines. Maybe we never know. Don't overload her stream with emojis. She might crash. Oh no. Oh, I'm going to be crashing because of many balls, I guess. It starts above the delay memes are back. The delay memes were very good. I had fun. I hope you guys had too. So How guys? First things first. Happy New Year! Happy surviving another year in this crazy, chaotic world. And thank you for surviving with me. I appreciate it a lot. Yes, I'm eating because, yeah. Thank you so much for spending this year with me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful 2026. The best yet. So yeah, I spent New Year's here yesterday, because I was not prepared for Japan closing everything on the 31st, because I kept seeing signs on, especially on shopping malls, that they would be closing on the 1st or the 1st and the 2nd. It depends on the shopping mall. Some would not be closing and some would be closing. Most would be closing either on the 1st or the 1st and the 2nd. And I didn't see anything about the 31st. So I thought it would be like normal. Turns out they closed the shopping mall I was at 6 p.m. Even the restaurants. I thought only the stores would be closing at 6 p.m. But no, everything closed at 6 p.m. there. And I'm in a neighborhood that is kind of not like a major neighborhood. It's a little bit more on the residential side. So I came to this area and I was expecting any restaurants to be open, but most were not. So I ended up having my New Year's, my pre-New Year's Eve dinner at McDonald's because it was open. And I got to like cake at the combini and ice cream and such. And I ate like the ice cream I ate just now before the stream. It's been so long. Last time I saw you stream was last year. Yeah, the last time I talked to you, Mage, was last year. Can you imagine? That's such a dad joke. Make the best of yours 2026 because that's the only one you're getting. That is true. That's a good way of thinking about it. I'm so super late on so many assignments. Oh my god. Oh no, Gran. I hope you're managing. I hope you were able. Today's Wednesday, right? So you still have time, right? Was it until Thursday? I think we still have time. Dad or dad joke? Dad, like daddy joke, I guess. No. That sounds bad. Father joke. Or an uncle joke. In Brazil, we call it an uncle joke. Like, we call it piada de tiozão, which means like uncle joke, kind of. It's a bad joke, but someone needs to do it, and someone is me. Yay! Good. Everybody needs a mage. Thursday for me. It's Thursday for you. Okay. Good luck. Then it's due date, right? My replies still aren't working. It seems. Your replies? Oh, when you reply to someone on Twitch. What the hell? Forgive me, father, for I have joked. That's great. Got it till midnight. Yeah, there's still time. What time is it right now? Is it like maybe, I don't know, 3 p.m.? Let me check because I have everybody's time zones. Not everybody, but most time zones on my phone. I would guess for Grain it's probably 2 p.m. Is that right? You still have time. You still have plenty of time. You're not going to take more than like 2 hours, right? Do that. That assignment. Yeah, I don't know why. It just doesn't format the message as a reply to someone anymore. It's dumb. That's weird. It's easier than... Hi, Leon. Hello. Welcome. It's easier than if you just manually reply like at the person. I feel like I might have to resort to the terrible, horrible plagiarism machine. You can use codes. I think that's fine. 8 p.m. on a Thursday. Ooh. Oh, it's 8 p.m. for you. So you are way closer to me. Now it's 10 p.m. for me in Japan. So, yeah. I'm buying games in the meantime to keep my mind off it. I know how it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am the type of person that sometimes procrastinate on doing something that I need to do by doing something else that is also like work, almost the same kind of work, but it's not the thing that I need to do. So my mind, like, I can manage my mind into focusing into doing the other thing instead of the thing that I should be doing. So my mind is like, no, but this other thing looks nice. I'm going to do that now. I'm here now. Welcome to Twitch. Any day's Christmas, little treats, enough purchase if I'm miserable enough. Easy, hello, how are you? How are you doing? You're streaming now? I am streaming now. It's not a mirage. This me as a PNG tuber. How are you doing? Happy New Year. Yeah, talking about purchases, just before the stream, like, I was checking Amazon because I used the Amazon locker system once and it worked. So I was checking Amazon for other items that I could purchase from them because sometimes it's cheaper on Amazon using the locker system. So because the locker system is good because you don't need to like have somebody to receive the package. You just go to a locker and there is one that is not that far from me, and like open it up and get the package. It's very easy, very, very cool. So I was checking to see what they had on sale in regards to anime figures. And I just casually bought a scale just before the stream and send it to the locker. The perks of being in Japan. But yeah, I don't know if you guys remember the SSR bunnies that I talked about on the stream that I was doing my wish list. There was this one bunny with purple hair that I really wanted, and I saw her on sale a few times. She was around like 8 to 9k yen, and she was on Amazon today for 5k yen. I saw that and I just, okay, I'm buying her now. So yeah, she's going to be here in like 2 days. What game would you absolutely 100% recommend? 100% for anyone? You mean Suika? Suika. Suika is a very good game, and I doubt anybody would not like it. It's very addictive. Even my parents liked it. Good old retail therapy. Yeah, that's so nice though. I really enjoy doing that, even if it's just like putting stuff on my cart and not buying it. I'm using Twitch mobile app and I got confused. This was a pre-recorded VOD or not. Love your PNG tuber. Thank you, AZ. Yippee! Thank you. But yeah, it's not pre-recorded. I'm live right now talking to you. My Christmas little treat could have been a Doomstalker mini. My funds were not sufficient. However, what's a Doomstalker? Let me check. Oh no, I can't. Oh, maybe I can check on my phone instead. Doomstalker. Doom. So. Oh. Looks. Oh. Oh. Looks so nice. Okay. Okay. I really like how steampunk it is. Nice. Is that the one with that on the chair? Yes. Yes. It's the one on the chair. The SSR bunny. He looks so good. And the other one that was released with her that you can put together if you want. The other one I don't like as much, the pink hair one, but she is like 8K, which is still it's still very cheap. But I think I'm only buying the other one because I really need to manage my luggage space, and I should not buy things only because they are cheap. But only if they are small and cheap. But otherwise, I should not buy things only because they are cheap. How do you spell that? How do I spell what? I might also buy some of those fake Lego sets of AliExpress too. There's the Outer Wilds ship set that I've been eyeing for a while now. Now, Outer Wilds, oh my god, that must be so nice. Looking forward to the pictures, yay. Yeah, that's the second scale that I buy here. I bought, when I was in Akiba, I tried not to buy any scales because I was very, very like doubtful which one I would get because I am running out of luggage space. I might have already run out of luggage space. I'm still unsure. I don't know if I'm going to need another luggage or not. I might. We see. So, I try to like just look it up in regards to scales and see what I got and what I would buy, and only buy it afterwards because it's very easy to just drop by Akiba and get it. And most of the ones I want, they were not the last one, or they were not like something that people would go for very easily. So I felt like it was not a problem. I would very easily be able to get it. It would not run out of stock or something like that. So I checked, and I didn't buy any big scales, but I did find Chamiko from Machikado Mazuku, but they were selling her for 9K, and I was just, okay, I really love Machikado Mazuku, and yeah, I think I'm buying her. The box was not that big, so I went for it. So she was the very first scale that I got here. Now the second one is that bunny girl, and I'm still deliberating which ones I should get. One thing that I noticed today that I found out, I was checking both Miami and Mandaraki's website, and for instance, one of the figures that I want is an Alouette, the scale, and she was, I think, 43K on Miami, and on not on Mandarake, I found her on Surugaya used for 37K, if I'm not mistaken. But I checked today on Miami, and they have her for 34K, which is way cheaper. So, and as far as I know, Miami has different stocks for the actual physical store and the online shop. So I'm debating to like getting her shipped here where I am and waiting for her to be delivered, or I don't know, or not even getting her because the box is freaking massive. And the other figure that I found that is on my wish list and I found was the Alter Emilia Scarlet. She, on Miami, the physical store, it was impossible. She was like 60 something. Okay. On Mandarake, she was like, I think it was like 45K, if I'm not mistaken. But they had 3 of her. So it's not a problem. Like they will still have her whenever I decide. But I found her today on, I think it was on Mandarake for a little bit cheaper than that, like 43K or something like that. So I don't know. I still don't know. I still don't know if I'm getting that one, or like she's way more impressive than Anna. The box is maybe a little bit bigger, maybe. But she's almost the same price and way more impressive as a figure than Anna. But on the other hand, I've never played Toho, and I have no attachment to the character other than she's amazing and so beautiful. And yes, and Alter is such a good company. I don't own any figures from Alter. I really wanted one from Alter. I was trying to find the Ayana Mirei, from Altered, the tentative name version, and I could not find that one, not yet at least. But yeah, I don't know. I still don't know. I'm still debating about it. Another one that I found the Princess of the Crystal from Mahou Penguin Drum, the Good Smile Company one. I found that on Surgaya I found I think one for like 7K, and I was already like, that's very cheap. And then I found another one for 4.5K, and I was like, okay, that's too cheap. That's kind of way too cheap. But I'm debating getting that one and not bringing the box, even though the figure is still massive. Maybe I could not bring the box if I don't spend that much. I don't know, because it's very difficult for me to get rid of figure boxes. I'm always the type of person that wants the box to stay pristine as much as the figure. Even though I do take them out of the box to display them, I always keep the boxes, and I feel like I should not leave the boxes here, but I'll have to leave a few, like the prizes ones for sure. Like some figures are going to go with me outside the box. There is no way. There is no other way. But yeah, it was fun. I just dropped by Akiba after going to the Imperial Palace, and just check Akiba. Everybody says that it's not that nice anymore. It's not that good anymore for people for weebles, right? And no, it is fucking awesome. It is fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. I'm sorry. I'm trying to not be loud today here, because on where I am, I really should not be loud. But we'll see. Leaving the box such a waste of figure, like display that thing in its full glory. But keeping boxes, I know the pain. Yeah, I always keep the box, and also the blister help the figure to stay intact. It helps a lot, and I'm very worried about not using the blisters. We'll see. We'll see how I manage. I might get another luggage. I should not though. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Akiba is fucking awesome. They do have tourist baits. They do have some places that sell figures. Like there is this one place that I found like on Radio Kaikan. There was this one used figures shop. There are tons of used figures shops. It was a random one. I don't even know which floor. They were selling a figure that I saw the day before on a K-Books on Shibuya, I think. It was a mini Ricardo figure from Rared. I was debating getting that one. It was a very, very cute one. They were selling that one for 600 yen. Okay? On that same shop, I found all 3 girls from Rared, the same model, figure model of all the 3 girls, the same minifigure, and they were selling for like 3.9K each. And I saw that and I was like, you are insane. So there are a few shops that I just like getting, see the prices. I see if they are reasonable or not. If they are like that, I just get out and not even see anything else anymore, because it's just a waste of time. There are a few shops like that. There are a few very, very tourist bait shops. Are you in Japan? Yes, Izzy, I'm in Japan right now. But breaking a scale, if you go without blisters, I would be way too scared. Yeah, that's my issue. I don't want to break my scales. And I could buy like bubble wrap, but then again, it would be like almost the same size of the blister. I don't know. I still don't know. Hey, Kuso Matcha. Hello, welcome. Have you considered shipping the figures to your home? I have, but that's an issue that I don't want to have, because if I ship it to my home, that means I'll have to pay taxes for it, and taxes are around 100% of the price of the figure plus shipping. So that's why I'm trying to buy it here and bring it with me on my suitcase, because otherwise the taxes makes it so it's not even worth to have the figure. It's way too expensive, way too expensive for me. So that's why I'm not trying to ship anything. I'm only trying to bring it with me, even if I have to pay for more luggage. Of course, depending on the price of the luggage, because I feel like paying for a luggage would be around $200. We'll see. We'll see. Hope you enjoy. I am enjoying it a lot. It's so nice here. Good way to spend the New Year's. Yes, even though I don't really care about New Year's stuff that much, and I didn't do anything, honestly, anything like partying or eating or drinking or anything like that. But it was nice. It was a nice New Year's, and I like when it's quiet. And here it was quiet, and I fucking hate the sound of fireworks, because I had some very bad experiences with my dog that was very scared of them. So I'm very happy to be in a place that I could not hear a single firework. I know I've said it before, but that's a really insane amount of taxes. It is a really insane amount of taxes. I agree. I totally agree. But I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. Didn't think of the import to do the... Yeah. We have it for bringing it on our luggage too, but it's way less. And usually you don't have to pay. 200, that's more than what I thought it would be, to be honest. Yeah, I've heard it's more than 1K Brazilian real, which would be around $200, but I didn't check. I did not check, so I should check. We have no fireworks, by the way. Oh, yeah, yeah, imagine why. I don't care for New Year's too, but still like to look around the fireworks. I wish they were silent though. If they were silent, that would be cool. In my country, phones get taxed like 57%, and for most electronics get taxed. That's less than we do get taxed. Everything here that you import yourself, like if a shop imports it, then I don't know exactly the amount of taxes they pay for it. I don't know the percentage, but if you import it yourself, it's around like, it depends on the state you're living, but where I live, it's around 100%. Which is insane, and which is why I'm trying to bring a ton of stuff with me. I was just like trying to research about headsets, because I want a new headset. You guys remember the issues that I had with my own, and I want a light one, a wireless one, and one that is very comfortable. So that's why I'm trying, and affordable, of course. I don't want to pay that much for a headset. It makes no difference for me. I literally can't listen the difference between a professional one and a regular one. So I accept recommendations if you guys have any. I'm thinking, I don't know. Used to care for New Year's when I was younger, not really anymore these days. Luckily, Kitty seemed most fine with the fireworks. Good. That's very good. I used to have a dog that was always very like chill with fireworks or any noises. She was freaking amazing. Like, she was the smartest dog that I've ever met in my life. And she was very chill with fireworks. There was no issues. And she had a daughter, like a biological daughter. And her daughter was also chill with fireworks until the mother died. Like, she died. The old one died, and then her daughter became extremely scared of thunder, fireworks, any loud noises. Extremely scared. Like she would have shivers, and it was very, very difficult, especially when she was getting older and she had other issues. So it was a hard time. 100% doesn't sound like tax. It sounds like punishment. It is kind of a punishment. Like, you're a fucking weeble? Here, pay this then. Take this. In my country, there's a gray market that people get unofficial phones and sell them here. My new phone is an unofficial phone. It's cheaper and better, really. But the government will shut down this gray market this year. Oh, on my country, I think they don't allow unofficial ones. I don't remember exactly how, but they like the companies kind of know if they are if the phone is like homologated one, like an allowed one or not. So it's very difficult to get phones that are not allowed there. Was a bit worried for the cat as he being a bit off since his brother died a little while back. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that is hard. That is hard. I passed through something similar with my dogs, and it is very hard. I hope he gets better. He will get better in time. It just takes time. It really takes time. But yeah. Okay, and yesterday I went to Comiket. I only went to Comiket for one day because first I got my tickets. Actually, I found tickets on the very, very first store that I tried to. It was a Melon Books in Nagoya, and they had the Comiket tickets for day 2, for like because Comiket has mostly three types of tickets. The early entry ones, which are lottery based. That one I tried to get. I tried to make I tried to enter all my information to try to get that one. It was 5k yen though. It was very expensive, and I had some trouble with requiring a phone number and the phone number not working and things like that. And that gave me time to like stop and chill and think about what I was doing. And I was like, 5k just to enter an hour and a half earlier than the next best ticket I could get. Is it worth it for someone that is not going to research anything about the event? Because that's mainly for people that they know which item in which booth they want, and they don't want it to sell out. Because some booths will have limited items and they sell out very quickly. So it's usually for those people, like people that know what they want and don't want to miss it. And I was just YOLOing it. So I didn't have anything like that. So I talked about it. I thought about it. And yeah, I decided against it. Then I decided to get tickets myself when I came here, which means the PM tickets, because the AM tickets, because there are 2 other types of tickets you could get. In stores or online, you could get the AM tickets that are for 11 AM entry, or the PM tickets that are for 1 PM entry, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. The AM tickets are if I'm not mistaken, they were 1.4k yen, and the PM tickets were like 600 yen, way cheaper. But Comiket closes at like 4 p.m. So it's like time is tight. You have to run. So it's good to have more time in there. So I decided to get the AM tickets. When I got to the first store that would sell those tickets, the Melon Books one, they only had the AM tickets for day 2. They didn't have it for day 1. For day 1, they only have the PM tickets. And then I was like, is it even worth it to go all the way to Odaiba just for the PM one? Maybe not. So, and also I had time. It was very early on my trip. I decided to to keep searching. Then I got to an animate at the same city, like next day or something. I found an animate that also sold those tickets, and I browsed the store and I bought something there, and I forgot to ask if they had the tickets for Comiket. And I kept, like, throughout my trip, I kept entering animates. I entered like other 2 or 3 animates, and I always forgot to ask for Comiket tickets. And I finally found another Melon Books, and for some reason on Melon Books I always remember to ask for tickets. I don't know, maybe it's the boobs. And they didn't have it. So yeah, I ended up like just, you know what? I'm only going one day. I'm not even preparing like anything for it anyway. So I'm only going one day for Comiket. And yeah, even though it was like the second day was not the best day for me particularly, because they changed the booths each day, and the type of stuff they had on day 2 was not exactly, it was less of the stuff that I would enjoy than on day 1. Day 1 had way more stuff that I would enjoy looking at. But it's okay. I still got my money's worth for sure. Like, I stayed there for as long as I could, and I saw a lot, and I didn't see enough. I didn't see it all. I didn't see everything that I wanted to. So. Okay, let me read chat. I think I'm kind of lost. Taxon figures are criminal. Good thing my country isn't that old to tax on relevant stuff yet. Good. That's good for you. Yeah, the beeline for a specific booth for the limited items. Yeah, they do line up for those booths. When I got in, I already saw some booths that were like non-existent. They were probably sold out. They put the chair on top of the table when they are like, yeah, there's nothing here anymore. So when I entered the halls, there were already some booths like that. And I got in around 12 p.m. because I got there like 11 a.m. I got a little bit late, and I lined up. Like, they made us line up, and they only allowed us to enter at 12 p.m. Are you using a PNG tuber because your laptop isn't strong enough to run your VTuber model? Exactly, AZ. Exactly. I'm using a PNG tuber because I knew this laptop would not be powerful enough for a VTuber model. Also, I didn't want to handle like the tracking and stuff like that. It's too much equipment. I didn't want to bring anything. But it turns out this laptop is not even powerful enough to run the PNG tuber. It's struggling. It's struggling a lot. I had to like get rid of so many stuff on my OBS. So much stuff on my OBS to be able to just do this. Also, Lulu forgetting to ask for tickets. Yeah. I always forgot. Did you make any friends there? No, I did not. I'm too introverted. I wish I could. There were so many times that I wanted to talk to people, but I. All the best in New Year, Lulu in chat. Hello, Saron. Happy New Year. I hope you're doing fine. I was almost not powerful enough for the stream. But you are going to be powerful enough to finish that assignment, right? It can barely handle a single PNG. Yes. It can barely handle a static GIF, a static JPEG. I'll forever remember Lulu glitch. I still need to add that one on the server and here. I haven't have time to manage art at all here. I think I'm going to do it when I'm back. What's your laptop specs? I don't remember. I'm not going to look right now. It's barely holding up. I'm not opening any more windows here. But it's not that bad though. It should be enough. It should handle OBS well. I don't know what's up. I really don't know. I feel like there is an issue because it should be enough. I wish I were truly on vacation. Yeah. Hi, Chucky. Hello, welcome. Happy New Year. Understandable doing art after you actually have time. Yeah, because I really like to properly like see it on my monitor and have time to actually organize it in a way that makes sense and do everything that I need to do with the art, like putting on my server, putting the credits, like posting on social media, adding on displays, like on as an emote on this place and that other place. So I really want to like be able to chill and look at my own PC and do all that. Open 10 Chrome tabs. How many FPS do you want this on this stream, Mage? Because if I open any Chrome tabs right now, it will drop to like 2 FPS. I promise. Stop yapping and drink. Yeah, I did. I did drink. Thank you. Thank you. My throat is not doing great, honestly, because I did had something. My throat was hurting for like 2 days. And then my nose was a little bit running. And it's still kind of like, I feel like there's something there. I'm still a little bit nasal with my voice. I feel like I'm still not 100%. How much longer? About a week. Now I'm going to be staying for about a week now. Which is scary because I feel like there's so much that I still want to do and eat and buy. And there's not enough time. 1 frame per day. that's a PNG. 1 frame per day. Don't you hate it when you look up your question on Google and all you get are videos and no actually written answered and websites? I fucking miss written tutorials and blogs that would like explain stuff and review stuff with pictures and in a very, very easy way to understand and to just look at it and like in 10 seconds you could get what you wanted, like the answer you wanted. And nowadays everything has to be a fucking TikTok or a fucking video. Glad you're not full on sick. That sucks. On a vacation like this, I would be very, very, very sad if I ended up sick here because, and I did make sure I was not going to be sick before coming and like during my flight and stuff because I really, really didn't want to get sick when I landed here and started my trip because I wanted to enjoy as much as possible. And also I feel like every single VTuber that I know ends up getting sick a few days after they land in Japan. So I was very, very worried about getting something on the plane. But I did not. I ended up getting something while I was here. Like stuff written by an actual human, exactly. Those were the days. Now I get links to YouTube videos with half the time spent saying hi and thinking about their scam program is insane. Yes. And they give you a tour about the fucking channel before they even get to the problem. And then you find out that what they are talking about is not even nearly what you need. Have you tried reaching out to any VTubers in Japan? No. I don't know anybody that is here. And I would not talk to anybody that I don't know, like that I've never talked with them before. And I don't know anybody that is here at the moment, so no. Hi, Jodo Jita. Hello, Jodo Jita. Welcome and Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year. I'm pretty sure there's a good amount of English VTubers there. There's a fuck ton of English VTubers here. A lot of people have moved here in the last year. A lot of people that I know, that I watch, have moved here. But I only watch them. I don't know them. So no. There is no one that I know that is here. So no. So I did not. There were quite a few times, like I'm almost like I'm dying to start, because it's not that uncommon to see other Brazilians here or to hear other Brazilians here, because they speak Brazilian Portuguese and they don't know there's another Brazilian around. I'm dying to start just saying like good morning, good afternoon to them in Brazilian Portuguese, like boa tarde, because that would be so funny. But I could never. I could never. I'm too much of an introvert for that. But that would be so freaking funny. I know one VTuber. He also opened a microphone company. Really, forgot the company name. Okay, said it wasn't possible to get that Lulu Mint collab. Yeah, I remember when I got here, I saw like when I was coming here, I think, or when I got here, I saw that Mint was coming here, but I think she's back already. And also, I feel like while I was here, from what I've been, hi Zara, hello, Happy New Year, and thank you so much for the sub, Zara. Hello, Happy New Year. So when I was not long ago, I saw some tweets that made me think that Michi and some other VTubers were here too for a while, but they are already back home. But yeah, I like there's no way. I don't know them. My voice went really? Happy New Year. I don't use Google search a lot, but I like when they highlight the relevant portion of the video, though it doesn't feel like maker of the video has been shafted. Yeah, sometimes they do some stuff that is easier for you to find what we are looking for, but most of the times it ends up being way harder. I think she got back right about when you arrived already. Yeah, maybe. That might be it. Wow, Lulu. Wally. Yeah. So another Lulu almost trying to be an extroverted and did not was when I was going to Comiket. There were these two girls by my side. Like I was sitting on the train, and there was this other girl sitting by my side and another one in front of her standing up. They were talking Japanese, and I heard the word Comiket, and they kept talking, and I heard the word Niji-sanji. And I was like perked up, like, what? They are my people. I think they are my people. So they kept talking about something. I could not understand most of it. And I also heard cosplay. And I saw that one of them was looking at Sakura card captor pictures on her phone, and the other one like looked at her, like looking at her face and her contact lenses, if that would be good for the cosplay or something like that. Or maybe that was the cosplay she was planning to make, planning to wear that day. Because I found out, like, when I looked at one of them, and I saw she had a tape from her, like from the side of her eye, her face, towards her hair. She had a little piece of tape, and I know that's a cosplay thing. So then I actually looked at them, and they were both wearing caps and masks, but they were clearly wearing contact lenses, like color contact lenses, full makeup, and their hair was already like all tied up in a net to put on a wig. And they were like with very, very plain clothes like sweaters and stuff. And one had a backpack and the other one had like paper bags, very, very full. And I was like, okay, they are cosplayers then. I was like, yay, they are cosplayers. I almost wanted to like to say hello and like ask for advice, because I had my armband for Comiket, because that's what I bought, and I didn't know if I could already wear them or if I should wait, or if there was like an arm, a right arm and a wrong arm to wear them. I didn't know. I wish somebody could tell me. Turns out, whatever. You could do whatever. But I wanted to say hello and say, hey, I'm also going to Comiket. But I could not. I could not. I remembered her Mic company, Halomic. She makes them in Japan. I'm going to look it up. Nice, thank you. I tried being extroverted once, worst 3 hours of my life. I know how it is. It is so hard. It is so hard. I don't like it. Talker Lulu. That's a new thing for me. Imagine finding your people only to be extremely introverted, right? I wish I could make friends, but I can't. Lulu having a cosplayer's radar. I have been acting to be extroverted for nearly 1.5 years, faking till I make it. If it works for you, that's great. But I have too much anxiety in me. It's very, very hard. It's so funny because especially nearest in the start of my trip, especially in different places that are not Tokyo, because in big places and in touristic places, there's a lot of foreigners. But in smaller places, there is not a lot of foreigners. So whenever you see a foreigners, you look at them and they look at you, and like it's that look of understanding, like, I know who you are. You know, I know what you are. It's very fun. But I could never like say hello and talk to people, I guess, which is a bummer. I wish I could. I could have made friends, but I did not. I couldn't not even like talk to the artists that I bought stuff from. I'm lucky enough to be able to manage small talk well enough. So even though I'm fairly distrustful of people in general, I do. If I have to interact, I can manage. That's good. That's very, very good. That's already enough to like handle people, I think. If you can handle like doing small talk, making small talk with people that you don't know, that's already a lot. Having an extroverted friend helps with the acting extroverted. To me, it's different. To me, I always had an extroverted friend that would do everything for me as an introverted. Like, they would be the ones like taking the reins, you know, taking the like doing everything. Like, oh, I need to ask for something. I need to do something. I don't know any examples, but I always had an extroverted by my side doing everything, and that's bad. That's very, very bad. But that's how I handled most stuff, I guess. Being able to small talk, yeah, that than me, yeah. Bakagajin. I'm a very, very, very much a bakagajin, I guess. I'm trying to like obey all the rules and stuff, but sometimes. And it's funny because right at the start of the trip, I was trying to do everything right, like never do anything wrong. And one thing that I noticed, they always wait to cross the street on the green sign for pedestrians. They always wait for the green sign, even if there are no cars around, no vehicles around. It's clear they always wait, with very rare exceptions. And I was always doing that until like a few, I would say like 1 week ago or so. I was like, oh, fuck it. You know what? I don't have time for that. My trip is almost ending. I'm not waiting. There's no one around. Not gonna lie, I'm great at talking to the aunties. Oh, really? Well enough, sometimes friends ask me how. That's very good. That's very good. It's very good to be a person that, like, older people like to talk to. I have a few friends that are like that. I'm quite proud of them. Like friends that my parents like them because they are very, very polite and they like to talk to them and stuff. That's very nice. But yeah. Oh, so it was very easy to, like, I'm always using Google Maps for everything. It helps a lot. When my GPS doesn't decide to act up, it helps a lot. So, but it's when I got to the last station for Comiket, I didn't need any GPS. There were a ton of like officers managing everything and telling people like, go that way, and there was so many people. Like it was just follow the people, follow the crowd, because that's it. Everybody's was going to the same place. It was crazy. It was so much people. And then when I entered Comiket, like you could go 2 ways. You could go towards the east entrance, the east entrance to the east halls, or you could go to the west and south entrance to the west and south halls. And I wanted to go to west halls because west halls had two west halls had corporate, and two other west halls had originals. So originals and art, like Seinen and Josei, if I'm not mistaken. So those are the places that I really wanted to go. And right at the start, like when I decided to go to West Hall, like everybody went to East Hall. So I could enter very, very quickly because I decided to go to the West Halls first. Very, very quickly. Nobody cares about corporate. Nobody cares about like originals and quote unquote gross stuff, because on the East House were like fanfic and originals made for men. And that meant mostly porn, because when I got there, it was mostly hentai. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit scared of how Japanese people would think of me, especially with different culture people in Japan. There are more foreigners here than I was expecting. Even foreigners working here. There are a ton of foreigners working here. So I feel like I hope people in Japan are very, very used to foreigners by now, at least in Tokyo. It depends on the place, but at least in Tokyo. And everybody has been nice to me. Like I've never had like any issues with Japanese people. The gaijin smash is called, I think. Just ignore some rules you do actually know, because they will forgive you because you don't know better. Oh, the gaijin smash? What it's called? Yeah, I do know better, but like, come on. Sometimes Japanese people also do that. They also jaywalk. Are you alone traveling? If you ever travel alone, don't ever say online that you are traveling alone. But so have been? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah. So I went to the corporate part, and most people clearly didn't want to go to the corporate part. But do you know what the corporate part had? freebies. And I love to get me some freebies. So I decided I would say yes to everything, and I'll check like later if I really wanted that thing or not, but I would say yes, everything. So I did just that. I started saying yes to everything, and there was this one booth. Oh, thank you. There was this one booth that gave me a paper bag, a yellow paper bag. And when they were gifting the bags, like there was something written in Japanese, and the bag was folded over a second phrase right below it. So when I opened the bag and like saw the phrase on the outside, it was something AI, and I was like, oh no, I'm not using this bag anymore. No. But I already got some stuff inside, and I didn't have a backpack with me because I was trying to be prepared. But I didn't want to like handle all the hassle of taking everything out of that paper bag and putting on my backpack. So I found the first bigger baby bag that I could find. I went over them and they gave it to me, and I got it. It was for a game called Turbis. The art is cute. I have no idea about the game. The bag is nice, actually. It's a very nice bag, and it's a huge, fucking huge bag. So I got that one because of that. Like, I was panicking, and I just like said yes to that bag. But yeah, I got a few freebies. Like, I got some clear files that were nice. I got some food. Like, I don't know if you know, there is this little, it's a snack. Hello, new follower. Hello, Combat Sniper. Hello, welcome. There is this, it's like a long Cheetos, you know? It's a, how do you call it? Like a puff? Puff something. It's a puff snack. I don't remember the name. Cheese puff? Cheese puff. I think it's a cheese puff, but it's longer. It's only one big one. And Yummy was already gifting those. Like when I shopped there, they already gave me those. And then on the Yummy booth, they were gifting those. And also there was another one that I don't remember which one. They were also gifting those. Okay, Easy, have a good night or a good time or whatever. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Is it morning time you're at? No, it's night. Right now it's almost 11 p.m. and I should be quieter. Okay. Thank you for the stretch. So, they were gifting, yeah, they gave away that food. Mostly was that either paper, like folders of the what they were selling on the booths, or like little freebies like postcards and stuff. But the best one was the Enfield one. The Enfield one was the best because as soon as I clocked people wearing a yellow scarf, and a ton of people were wearing that same yellow scarf, I knew that was a freebie. That had to be a freebie. So I kind of followed where they were coming from, and I found the Enfield booth. I found out that they were also giving away a postcard, a very, very nice one, and I got one. And then I entered the line to get the scarf. There was a line, like you would go over the line, and there was on the very center of the booth, there was this one cosplayer of that red hair character that I don't remember the name, and she would put the scarf over you, and that's how you get it. So I got the scarf handed by a waifu, and yeah, then I got the Enfield scarf, which was the best freebie that I got. It was a very soft scarf, honestly. It's not like very, very like warm or anything, but it's very soft, very nice. And also I found there was this one booth of Azure something. I feel like that's a game of like pets, but it might be a spin-off of Azure Lane, maybe? Or maybe not. I don't know. I just know that I saw people with this big bag that had a very, very, very beautiful elf on one of the sides of it. And then I found the booth and I just strolled very close to the people that were giving it away, and it was like and then I got it. Azure Promilia could have perhaps Azure Promilia, maybe. Let me check. Oh no, let me check on my phone because otherwise this stream might crash. Azure Promilia. Azure Promilia. I think so. No, yes. Maybe? Maybe? Very, very, very probable. Yeah, I think so. Maybe. Maybe. A strong maybe. A very, very strong maybe. Either Randall thought, how difficult do you think it would be to be vegan in Japan, since I remember you said you couldn't really avoid pork there. Yeah, I made the choice to not avoid pork here because it would be easier for me. And I don't mind that. Vegan. Vegetarian, I think it would be way easier than vegan. But I saw some vegan places. I for sure I saw some vegan places here. It's not that often, but I did see some places that would advertise they were either vegan or had vegan food. Like people are trying to advertise about it, like to let people know they are vegan. So, and also Japanese food has a lot of veggies. The issue is with the broth because they use fish broth a lot, even if the dish is only veggies. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it would be that would be difficult, but that would not be impossible. And if it's not vegan, it's vegetarian, then it would be much easier. I feel like every restaurant would have a vegetarian option, even if it's just a salad or just a side dish. I think vegetarian options are much more easy to find. Portugal more in Tokyo than in more, probably more in Tokyo than in more rural places. Yes, for sure. For sure. So after the corporate area, I went to the halls that hold the it was for originals, and I think Josei and Seinen, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Mostly for originals. And god damn, that was big. Like you don't realize how big it is, how big that hall is at the start, because the corporate halls were big, but not as big because each booth was massive, but very, very big. So it was not that, it would not take that long to see everything in the corporate booth. So when I got to the halls, the proper halls, I started from what I thought it was quote unquote, they start. But I soon realized there was for every single site that I could look, there was so much more. And you can't really see because it's it goes through a corner and there's more there. So you can't really see everything all at once. You think it's it ends there, but there is another big hall right through the corner, you know? The utensils they use also matters. Can't cut meat and vegetables with the same knife or use the same cutting board. That is true. And I doubt, I don't know. I feel like they would not be careful with that. I feel like, but I'm not sure. But yeah. So I tried I tried to see everything in Lulu mode, which means going like in a very, very organized manner. Like I'm going through this line up until the end, then I make the turn and see this other line, like going through each aisle in a supermarket, which I do. And I was trying to do that on the house. So I started doing that. And I soon realized I was only seeing train stuff. What the hell? Where are my anime girls? So I soon realized the house were organized by teams. So I started seeing only train stuff, train station stuff. It was kind of boring looking for someone that doesn't care about it. And there was so much train stuff, so much train stuff. And then I started seeing a little bit of motorcycle stuff, a tiny bit of motorcycle stuff, and more and more. And suddenly, car stuff. Okay, car stuff. And sometimes there were anime girls mixed, but like anime girls own cars or something like this. So, and suddenly like military stuff and anime girls with guns and stuff. So they were very organized by teams. The issue is I didn't have the catalog, so I didn't know where each team would be. I think I could have gotten the catalog because the staff at Melon Books that sold me the ticket, she told me that she gave me the receipt and she told me I could go to a specific booth there to get something free. And I don't remember what. I think it was the catalog. But I thought, I'm not going to waste time on this. I think it's fine to not have the catalog, right? Because it's paid. If you want a catalog, even the online one, it's paid. You have to pay for it. Then I thought, I can YOLO this. It's way harder to YOLO this. So I ended up lost in a sea of stuff that I don't really know that much about. Like there was like a booth only, not a booth, a whole space only for like photography related booths. Like I saw some very old cameras, and it's interesting, but it's not what I came for. I was like, where are the originals I wanted to see? Lulu says trains are boring. This community in these shambles. No. But those boots were very boring looking for someone that doesn't care about it. It was mostly like pictures of stations and a lot of Japanese characters. A lot of text. Anime girls on motorbikes. There were anime girls on motorbikes in some places. Where my wife was exactly. Hello, Happy New Year, Clam. Happy New Year. How Japan? Japan is awesome. You should come here more often. Japan is fucking awesome. I've been seeing so many Labobus. Photography is cool when it involves photographing waifus. Yeah. No, it is very cool. I saw some very cool stuff, but I kind of got lost in a place that I wasted a lot of time because I didn't know where I was going. And then it ended. I finally found one of the ends of the halls. And then I went all the way back to like where I started and trying to see everything from there. And what's funny is the very first thing that I saw, the very first things that I saw when I got there were cat-related stuff. There was a whole like row of booths with only cat-related stuff, and they were so cute. There was this one that I regret not getting anything because everything is quite expensive. Like if you wanted a acrylic keychain, it's 1,000 yen. Not cheaper than that. It's very difficult to be cheaper, to find something cheaper than that. Books are usually 1,000 to 3,000 yen. Postcards is usually like 100 yen, most of them, but and everything is paid with cash. And I didn't have unlimited cash, so I needed to be mindful of it. Please never buy a Labubu. I am fortunately not into it, because otherwise I would be spending so much money here. I'm very, very happy that I don't buy them, because there are so many Pop Marts here. So many, everywhere. Everything, every single shopping mall there is a Pop Mart. And I also saw, I was just looking at Japanese Amazon before, and I saw some very cute Labubus there. So I'm happy I don't collect them. I want to go back, but I'm not brave enough to go alone. Yeah, I understand that. Maybe one day we could like schedule so we could go together. We could come here together, maybe. But yeah, I understand that. I do feel like in Japan I feel way safer than back at home, because I live in Brazil, right? So I'm used to not feel safe anywhere. And I do feel a lot more safe here. Like, I don't mind walking alone anywhere. I don't mind walking, like, I just like, before I came home, I just dropped by the Amazon locker that I had to get something from. And to get there, I passed through some very, very like dark and residential streets, very narrow ones. And in Brazil, I would be afraid for my life passing through some places like that. And here I was like, it's Japan, I know it's fine. So I felt way safer. Is making photos in game considered an art? Could be. I don't see why not. I think. Yeah, I don't see why not. You know that now that the trend has passed, stores can get rid of inventory, and they basically started using them as sponges. What? No, there's no way. There's no way. But okay, with the Lulu, afraid for her life. Yeah, kind of, because in Brazil, if you find another person, you are afraid they are going to rob you. But it's basically like that. It's basically like that. You prefer not finding anyone. When you're walking around, especially during the night, you prefer not finding anyone. And here, like, you see people walking, like young people walking too, and it's fine. Nobody's worried. Nobody's worried. I feel very safe. I'm very, very happy how safe it is. Like, everything works very well here. And also, I feel like, because back at home, I drive everywhere. Because sometimes I just don't think it's worth the risk to go by foot. Especially the risk of getting robbed or something. But also, the streets are not that good. Like, it's always kind of like, the part of the streets that are for pedestrians, they are, every single property takes care of their own, so they are all different. So sometimes you have to like go up, go down, go up, go down, and sometimes they are slanted. So it's not that good. It's not that good to walk around. Just walk around. And here, everything is so flat and so plain. Of course, they are not like perfectly smooth, but it's, compared to back at home, they are so flat. And it's, sometimes you have to, one thing that I notice is the sideways for pedestrians, they sometimes don't exist. Sometimes just a line on the street where you can walk inside. But that's kind of good, considering that, like, the street is a complete leveled. So it's not, it doesn't hurt to walk. If you have a problem, like a knee problem or something, it would not hurt to walk. It's everything is flat. And most like sidewalks, they don't have a little step to go in them. They are the same level of the street. So if you have, for instance, a bag, a luggage bag, a suitcase that has little wheels. It's very easy to walk around with those. I'll kick them in the kneecaps. I believe you. I believe you, Clem. I would be afraid for them. That it's the way. Yeah. I feel like if I were to live in Japan, I would be much more compelled to walk. Because back at home, I don't walk that much. I have to go to the gym to actually exercise. I stay at home all the time and I drive everywhere. And I feel like if I were to live here, I would actually walk because the public transportation actually works very, very, very well. And it's safe. I feel safer because back at home, doesn't matter how good the public transportation might get, it's not safe. So I'm not going to use it. At least I'm checking, okay? Lots of people use it, but yeah, I don't feel safe enough. And here I do. Here I do feel safe enough. And here I feel like it's so good to just like walk to the station and get a train and get wherever you want. And it's so easy. Google Maps helps a lot. It's very, very easy to figure out how the stations, the train and subway setup works here. It's not hard at all. You just like, and like, I feel like it's difficult to explain to people how it works, but if you start using it, you get it. Like in the very first few days, if you start using it, you're going to get it and just keep using it. In Osaka, I even once I YOLO it and I was like, I know what train to get. I'm not going to look at Google Maps. And I figured it out. I did not get lost. I got where I wanted to get. So yeah, I feel like it works very, very well. There was this one time that when I was going to Comiket actually, the emergency brakes of the train were used. So the train had a sudden stop. I was fortunately sitting, so it was fine for me. But if I was not sitting, I would get thrown on the floor maybe because it's difficult to hold on. I would say that sometimes it's difficult to hold on, and the little things so you can hold on with your hand. Some are a little bit shorter, so it's fine. But most of them are very high. Like for someone like me, and I feel like I'm probably on the taller side in regards to like height in Japan. So I feel like they shouldn't be this way. They should be way lower than they are. It's quite difficult for me to keep holding on for long. But usually you get to sit. It's very difficult that you have a big train trip, and you don't, a long one, and you don't get to sit. It's very, very, very rare, but it did happen to me. So, I don't know. It would be so nice to have that to be the normal. Yes, it would be so, so nice. It's so good how everything just works here in regards to transportation. Watch out with your bag, with not enough walking. Listen to this old man with a bit much of an experience regarding that. I know that. I also have a bit of experience regarding that. I had tendinitis on my knee because of that. Because yeah, you need muscle, unfortunately, and you need to work for it, unfortunately. Lulu didn't get lost. Yes, I only took the wrong train once. Once. And it was a short trip. And today I lost one train, but there was like another one like 5 minutes after that one. But it was because I was on my phone. I didn't see the train coming. It was like I got to the platform and it was like, okay, 2 minutes until the train comes. Let me just like check Twitter or something. I don't remember what I was doing. And the train came and the train went and I didn't realize. And okay, so I'm going to wait for the next one then. Little tall, more lies. I didn't say I'm tall. I said that I think I'm taller than like average height here, probably, hopefully. But it do like for someone that is on the shorter side, it's nice here. It's nice how cozy everything is, how low everything is. I feel like everything is made for me, and I really like tight spaces, like small spaces. I feel very cozy in them. So everything being kind of the smaller side and the ceiling being lower and things like that, it makes me feel more like comfy. I like that. I would be a giant in Japan, maybe. I want the art of Lulu flopping around inside the train. Oh no. I tried not to. I tried to hold on. But make it like the Rabbits Wii game where there's one inside the controller you can shake around. Oh my god. She just called Japanese people short. They do be a little bit on the shorter side though. That is true. I can't help it. That is a fact. At least compared to like Brazilian people, they are on the shorter side. Like they are like their average is shorter. I can't say they are not. It's a fact. I dream of a place where I can reach everything. Right? Right? It's so good. It's so nice. It's so nice. If you're a little bit on the taller side, yeah, you're fucked. You're going to bump your head a few times. But for people like me, like it's so nice. I like it. I like it. I feel like at home. Breaking news, all Japanese people suddenly 1 meter shorter. 1 meter shorter? How tall are people there? Be able to get one whole meter shorter. Oh my god, great. Maybe I'm actually Japanese, maybe? We don't know. Maybe you have a little bit of Japanese demo in you. People like me, you can say it, Lulu. We don't want judge. Maybe I'm not that short. I'm not that short. And here, I'm certainly not that short. But it's very nice. I really like how everything is like not that high. I don't know. That would leave me like 50 centimeters for that would leave like 50 centimeters for a lot of them. Yeah, not that much more, not much more than 50 centimeters for me either. The word is smaller, not Lulu. Yeah, I feel like here things are, I don't know. And also, about Comiket, everything is so organized. And the fact that everything is so organized makes the event, even a crowded event as Comiket, very much more bearable. Because Comiket had 150,000 participants each day, which is a fuck ton of people. And there were so many crowds. Like I try to record a little bit, but I'm not releasing anything that might have other people's faces when I'm here, because I know that's like you can't do that. So I'll either blur everybody's faces, which I don't think I can, or like just post it when I am not here anymore, just to be safe. So, but I try to record the crowd so you guys can have an idea, but you can now also find a ton of videos online about it. But the nice thing is people don't push like on those types of crowds. 2, everybody is walking towards the same place, and everybody is just walking. Nobody is running. Nobody is trying to get in front of anybody. Everybody is just like calmly walking towards that place. And in Japan, you usually, especially like in Tokyo, it might change depending on the city, but in Tokyo, you walk on the left side, always on the left side. So when you are like walking on the left side, on your right side would be people walking from that place you are going to. So, and that's the same during Comiket. Even on places that doesn't have anyone, like any staff, any officers trying to organize the people, even on those places, the people still organize themselves like that. So you walk on the left side, so it's way easier to like walk around, especially on the bigger spaces, because you just go to the left side and you go, or if you're coming back, you're coming back from the other side. That said, I did get pushed a few times during like on the cramped alleyways, during like on the halls, like between the booths on the actually aisles. Like sometimes there's just too much people, and everybody has bags, and everybody has big. I had those 2 big bags on me, so I ended up like bumping on other people. Other people ended up bumping on me, but nothing crazy. Like it's not a big deal but I do believe that the fact that everybody is so organized and so calm makes it way more bearable. If it was like, because I went to Brazilian Comic Con experience maybe 8 years ago or so. I don't remember how many participants were there. It was like 50,000 or 100,000, something like that, on the year that I went. I do remember that the year that I went to Comic Con, it was the last year before they changed the venue to a bigger one. So it was a little bit more cramped, but it had less people than it has nowadays. But I think it was already the 2nd biggest Comic Con in the world when I went there, and it was completely different. So I have this comparison in regards to like big conventions, big events, and I feel like here it makes it so you don't feel like there is so much people when you are actually there, because people move in a very, very organized manner. And in like back home, when there is a big crowd like that, people will. I had to run. I had to run when I was there once. Like people will run and try to get like in front of other people. The lines would have to have actually like those little things to make the line a single line and go over like a little snake. So they would have to put on all those things. And at Comiket, you don't. At Comiket, the people would like yell at us to like try to be a little bit tighter to make everybody fit in one place. And people would like move very slowly to the side. And when it was time to like coming inside, they would like move very, very slowly, walk very, very slowly. And nobody would get trampled, nobody would run. It was very, very, very organized. Being taller in a crowded area could be useful to find things. Yes, that is, until you get to the table and have to crouch. That is true. That would be bad. I'm happy I don't have to crouch that much. Because even though I'm like, sometimes I do have to crouch, like, you know, gashapon machines, they have one on top of each other. So sometimes I do have to crouch for the last one. Not Black Friday levels of bumping. Exactly. It's not like that. It's very, very, very nice. I can't imagine it here. Yeah. I've never been to a convention in the US, but I do know they line up. They used to line up to San Diego Comic Con like one day before, and on Comiket there are so many rules, and I do understand. As far as I do understand, people actually comply to the rules. Like, for instance, you can't stay at the vicinity. Like, you can't stay at there is a hotel room, a big hotel right next to Tokyo Big Sight. You can't stay there for Comiket. They don't allow people to stay for Comiket. That is not allowed. You can't like line up beforehand. You can only line up when it's time to line up in the morning. You can't line up like 4 hours and stuff like that. You can't even go because it's in an island, right? In Odaiba. Odaiba is an island. You can't even go there before like a specific time of the day because the trains don't work before 5 or 6 a.m. And if you are a cosplayer, you can't come in wearing a cosplay. You have to change inside Comiket. So that's why you don't see any cosplayers on the train or on the shopping malls and stuff. Which happens back at home a lot. But here you don't. Like, I noticed those two were cosplayers on the train because I knew a little bit about it, but they were clearly trying to hide it. They were wearing caps, they were wearing masks, they were wearing plain clothes. Like, I feel like people really comply to the rules, and there are a ton of rules in regards to Comiket. I can't believe I can't camp outside for 6 hours prior. Exactly. Sounds so nicely organized. Yes, it would be like that. That said, I didn't get early entry tickets, so I have no idea how it is for the first ones to arrive. No idea. My tickets were for 11 a.m. I got there around 11 a.m. and then I lined up and I got inside almost 12 p.m. I think. So considering it was like around a 10 minutes walk to the venue, I waited maybe 40 minutes or so. Wait, why would they hide it? I don't think I was listening. You can't wear a cosplay like you can't come in Comiket wearing a cosplay. You have to change inside Comiket, and you have to change it back before you leave Comiket. Comiket doesn't allow cosplayers to like leave wearing cosplays or come in wearing cosplays. I think you would be banned or something. I have no idea. Is the cosplay rule to keep people from congregating in random places around the cosplayer? I have no idea. I really have no idea. I do understand how crazy it gets if you allow cosplayers around. Like, it usually bothers people. Like, if cosplayers are around the train and around the bus and shopping malls and eating food at McDonald's and things like that, I feel like maybe it bothers quote-unquote normies that are not there for that. So I feel like that's their way of trying to not bother anybody with Comiket. I feel like Comiket is trying to not be a bother to Tokyo, and Tokyo helps a lot. Like, there were so many more train lines for Comiket and back from Comiket because the event was happening. There were a fuck ton of officers on the station, and even after, like, I think in front of the station, around the station, like, to organize people. So I feel like they are trying not to disrupt the normal Tokyo life because it's a big event. So, and also inside the event, they stress a lot, like not inside the event, but like at the website and Twitter and stuff, they stress a lot about the rules for the attendance. Like, you don't photograph any cosplayers without their consent. You have to always ask for them to be photographed. And I didn't see that rule, but I do know that you don't stop cosplayers on any halls to photograph. There is a dedicated place that probably everybody already saw pictures of cosplayers on that rooftop. There is this one rooftop, like a terrace. And that place is the place where cosplayers will stop. You're going to line up and you're going to take pictures of them when it's your time to take pictures of them. And it's very similar on the corporate booth. On the corporate booth, they usually have cosplayers, and if you are trying to take pictures or film them without lining up before, the staff will come and say, no, you have to line up, and we'll make you line up to take the picture. Like, you have to line up and then take the picture of the cosplayer that is on the booth. You can't like just walk around like the venue and take pictures of everything. You can, but not the cosplayers. So they stress a few rules a lot. Also, I read they stressed about some rules like not picking up anything from the booth. Like, you don't pick up anything to check, unless it's to be picked up. For instance, if they are selling books, they will always have one book sample on top of it for you to check, and you're not going to check the other ones that are new, pristine for people to buy. So they always stress that you have to ask, always ask if you can touch it, if you can like check it. But most of the people on the booth, they would always like say like, Dozo, you can like, you can check it, you can look at it, you can touch. Like, they would be very upfront with that, because they are trying to sell stuff, right? So they are trying to make you like check their work and stuff. I did commit a quote-unquote crime. Not a crime, but I remember when I was getting... Was it Sakiyama's books? I don't remember which books it was. I feel like it was 2 books. And the only one that I got 2 books from was Sakiyama. I think it was Sakiyama's books. I got the ones on the top, and I thought it was not a sample because it was like... It had a plastic around it somehow. And they were like, no, that's a sample. Let me get the one on the back for you. Like, don't touch the sample. Don't, this is wrong. So I was like, no. Okay, then I everything was fine after that, but it was a bit of a struggle for a second there. People not being able to mess up at the pristine copies. Yeah. They try to make people realize how mindful and respectful you have to be towards the artists. Also, it's good to always ask to take pictures. If there is nothing about, like, there was this one booth that they had a sample of like a miniature that was so cool. I took pictures of it, but there was a little sign saying, please take pictures of it. So it was fine. But sometimes you have to ask if you can take a picture of a booth, and sometimes the artists will leave for you to take pictures of the booth because they don't want to be photographed. You have to remember that there are artists that don't show their faces online, and maybe they are going to be there, so they prefer not to be photographed. So you always have to ask if it's okay to photograph them. She's a criminal, arrest her. No, it's not. It's a sort of crime. It was a misunderstanding. I didn't know how to do it. I actually saw somebody doing it. I thought I was doing it right. You just like, you come in with the money and you deliver the money and you get the goods. But it was not like that. It had a little bit more to it. The rules make sense. Great, they got it to be actually followed. Yes, that is very, very good. That is very, very good. It makes it so it's a good time for everybody there. That's very, very good. So yeah, I saw the first artist that I actually knew beforehand, and I saw the booth, and mind you, I didn't research about it. I should have, because every single Comiket I see so many artists on my timeline that I follow that are talking about Comiket, and I'm always like, oh, I wish I could be there and buy their stuff and see them and stuff. So, but this time, because of the trip, I didn't really have time to research and check who was going to be there. who are the artists that I actually follow and that were going to be there. The only one that I actually checked was Pochi, and Pochi Sensei was not going to be there. So I was like, I don't know who I'm going to find there. So the first artist that I saw the booth and I was like, Akiyama, I know this one. I've been following them for so long. I know this character. There is a binding bunny of this character. So yeah. The first one that I knew was Akiyama, and it was always kind of like that. I would like be around the booth and I didn't know what to do, how to react, what's going on, and somebody else was looking at their sample and I was like, okay, that book looks nice. Akiyama had like 4 books, I think. They had a fuck ton of items. They had like 4 books, maybe 6 or 8 different acrylic stands. It was a fuck ton of stuff. I ended up getting 2 books of them, and that's when I struggled. So, and that was it. I didn't say anything. So no research, only YOLO. Yeah, I do that more often than I should. But okay, yeah, I shouldn't have. But I didn't have time. I needed to manage my time somehow, so I didn't research properly. Research was not part of the priority. It was not a priority to spend time on research, of course. The second artist that I remember that I saw there, that I knew, was Ekanis. When I saw the first, like, most of them had a banner behind them with an art, and then they had like everything on the table. And when I saw that, I was, oh my god, I can't believe Ekanis is here, because it's kind of a big one. Like, I use their art as some references for my model. I know they are the design mama of Zentreya. So I was like, okay. So I bought a book. I bought 1 book of them, and I didn't say anything again. Is it ever for you a priority doing research? No, not usually. Maybe. Usually no. But okay. And then, like, I saw some other ones that I think I knew. I saw one that I think I saw it before on Twitter. It was one that draws male characters. But that one I didn't really want anything from them. And I also saw one that draws very cute and pinksy, and like punk with a pink color scheme guy that wear a bunny suit sometimes. I feel like I know that artist. And I saw that one too. So those were artists that I saw, and that was like, I don't really see anything here that I really want. So I skipped it, but I was happy that I saw it, and I think I know them. And then I was like, just looking around, and then I saw Number Mira, and I was like, oh my god, really? Number Mira is here? Because Number Mira is one that I've been following for so long, and I fucking love their art so much. So freaking much. It is freaking amazing. And like one day before the Comiket, I found their book on a random used shop, and I got it because I didn't find it anywhere else. And like Number Mira is one of my top tier artists that I would buy a book without thinking. And I saw them here, and then like they only had their book, one book, which was different than the one at the bookstores or the one that I got. And they had like a little flyer, I would say, a little piece of paper with one illustration. And I was already like kind of on a budget. I was like, maybe I'll get this illustration. And she said, no, this is free. This is free. Then I'll get the book with the illustration. Because that piece of paper was free. And then I tried to tell her how much I like her art, and I've been following her for so long, and I really, really love her art, and it's so good. And I stumbled so much. I don't even know what I said. I said it all in English. I was very. It was bad. It was bad and unprepared, and like I could have said it better. Way better. The only thing that I remember is that she looked and said, "Oh, kawaii." I just continued rambling and telling how much I appreciate her. And yeah, that was it. And then I said goodbye and didn't look at that boot ever again. And actually, I think she was signing stuff. And I wanted it signed, but I didn't manage to get, like, to be brave enough to, after all that, still ask her to sign my book. So I just went away. Hi, Vivi. Hello. Happy New Year. I'm late because I was asleep. That's a good reason. But yeah, I fumbled that hard. There was actually another one that I misunderstood what they meant. It was a very cute one, so I got one book and I saw she was signing stuff. And I kind of wanted the signed one, but I ended up only buying the book because the guy was actually asking me if I wanted to buy and what I wanted to buy, or if I wanted to line up for her to sign something. And I only understood that he wanted me, like, kind of like, are you buying something or just looking, you know? I thought it was something like that. Then I was just, let me look, I want to buy something. And then I bought something and then I went away. Yeah. Yeah. It was not easy. But I was happy to at least see them. There was this one booth that I didn't get the item. And I was very sad that I didn't, because they had fan art of Liz and oh my god, what's the name of the other Hololive one? The one that is kind of like a raven. How can I forget her name? She is a fucking awesome singer. She's from the previous gen of Liz, before Liz. Nerissa, yes. They had art of Nerissa, fan art of Nerissa and Liz, and it was like a sort of a offster look, and it was amazing, especially the Liz. It was amazing. I really wanted something of it, especially the acrylic sand, but it was gone when I got there, so could not, unfortunately. But yeah, and then when it was like 2:30 p.m., something like that, I decided, okay, I've seen enough. I could not find anything else anymore there. And I started to freestyle because, like I said, I always go like one aisle, then the next aisle, then the next aisle. I look at everything in a very organized manner, but I was already freestyling everything and trying to look at everything before it closed. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to check the other hall, the East Hall. So I'm sure I won't miss anything, because I saw that one of Liz and Nerissa, and I kind of realized I wanted some fan art from the other hall, and probably there would be more fan art like that on the other hall. So I tried to go to the East Hall. It took a while to get there, and some of the entrances were already closed. So they were kind of already expecting people to only leave the halls and not enter again. But I managed to find a way in. I got in. And there was hentai everywhere. For a while, I thought, okay, it's only. There was hentai, including loli stuff. A lot of loli stuff. Hentai. And then I found animals stuff. Like originals of like cute animals there that for some reason were there. And then I looked at those and then I continued looking, but there were so many like booths that made fan art of characters that I didn't know. And I knew a few of those hauls were going to be idol stuff, fan art of like idol stuff, and I don't know them. So I think I ended up there. Because there are so many booths of the same characters, especially this one girl, this one blonde girl with twin ponytail, twin braids. I don't know them. Was it a combination of those two genres? Yes, it was. Everywhere. And it was not like allocated to one specific area, it was mixed. I tried to like get out because there was so much. So I tried to find like the adult stuff and not adult lolly looking stuff because I didn't want to look at that. And it's all mixed. It was kind of all mixed, but there was so much. And I didn't find any artists that I knew there, actually, and I didn't find any booths of characters that I really liked. I found some booths of characters like I found one booth that was of fan arts of characters from the K games and anime like Air and Canon and Clannad. It was not hentai, it was like regular art. But I didn't really find that many booths of stuff that I actually recognized there. So, and I didn't have much more time. Like, suddenly everything was closing. Everything was closing, like way earlier. Like 2 p.m. there were some booths already closing, and by 3, it was difficult to find, like, it was not half and half, but at least 30% of the booths were already closed. Something made me out to here. No. Oh my god. Yeah, it's yeah, it's a lot. I meant a combination of animals. No. The animal stuff was cute. The animal stuff was safe for work. No. The lolly stuff was a combination of hentai stuff. But the animal stuff was safe for work. It was fine. It was cute. And I don't know what it was doing there. Right next to the boobs. But yeah. There was a few I don't know where was the furry place. I did end up in a place that was like all furry. Like every single booth was furry. I don't remember if it was on the West Hall or the East Hall though. But I do remember like suddenly every single booth that I was looking at was furry. But yeah, it was a good experience. Even though I YOLO'd it, I said I didn't get to actually take pictures of cosplayers because I did see, like, when I got to the East halls, on my way there, you have to pass through like the margin, like the outside area of the area where you photograph cosplayers. So I passed behind them. So I got to see a bunch of cosplayers. Like there is this one Asuka with the new plug suit, the orange and red one. I saw her IRL, and then I saw a ton of pictures of her on social media. So I did see a fuck ton of cosplayers there, but I was not able to like properly like go to that place and maybe photograph some and check it out and stuff. I wish I had time to do that. I did not. Her every story starts with, so it happened that I appeared in the section of it. Because I just kept walking and then suddenly I look around and it's all the same stuff. It's a very specific stuff. But yeah. It was fun. It was fun. It was a nice experience. And since it was short, like I didn't even had lunch. I got out of there like 3:30 p.m., something like that. And I didn't even had lunch because there's no time for that. And I'm glad I didn't, because otherwise I would waste valuable time. They do have like a whole restaurant's place there at the venue, but it takes a while to get from one place to the other. So yeah, it's good to not have lunch. I did have ate something right after I got out, like right at the station. There was I don't know if it was a Family Mart. It was a combini. I just ate something there real quick because I was starving. I have so many questions, but I will ask you those another time. Okay, Zaron, thank you. No time for food, only art. Yes. May I have that melon pan? You may. It's not that good. It's not that good. It's good, but it's kind of plain. Suddenly surprise hentai happens to everyone, right? More often than not. Okay, I really need to go to the bathroom. Maybe I'll go and I'll be right back, okay? Then I can tell you a little bit more stories. Be right back. Okay, I think I'm back, right? Okay, I'm back. So, about the surprise hentai. I have this one Akiba story to tell you guys about that. Oh no, my OBS. Come on. Okay. I had melon pan from a place called Kagetsu near the north entrance of Senso Jin in Asakusa. It was divine. Really? Kagetsu. I'm going to look for it. I might go to Asakusa still. Thank you. So, about the surprise hentai. This is not on Comiket. This was the day before in Akiba. I'm not talking about like the whole Akiba experience just yet because it's a lot. It will take another stream, and I don't think I'm done with Akiba. I want to go back. And at least to the Yodobashi store, there is the biggest Yodobashi camera there, and I want to check some other like streaming stuff that I want to buy if they have it. But okay, On Akiba, I was at the Amiami Figure Tower, which is kind of the biggest Amiami for figures. And after I got out, there was this one little used Weibo goods shop right next to it. So I got in just to check if there was something that I wanted. And on the first floor, they had all the like kind of same stuff. Actually, I noticed they had some stuff that I had checked on Amiami, and it was like 500 yen more expensive there for some reason. So there is that. It was kind of small, and it was kind of like the same thing as every other shop, which is mostly prices, but not only prices. It was a tiny bit better. And then I noticed there was a basement. So I went there to check what they had there. And while I was going down, I noticed, okay, it's all boobs. It's all hentai. And that's very, very common. They have either a whole floor or a small space that is dedicated to lewd stuff. I usually check because sometimes there might be something that I want, and sometimes they might put something that is not completely lewd there. Like Mandarake put some figures that are not exactly lewd there. They are not hentai figures. They place it with their hentai figures. Some figures that are kind of just a little bit on the sus side. So it's good to always look. And okay, I went there and it was mostly like not exactly the type of thing that I would go for. It was very explicit and like, yeah, I was not going to be there for long. I just looked around real quick. And then I noticed right next to the cashier, because usually every single floor has a cashier. And that one also had one. And right next to the cashier, there was this little place, this little like corner with a bunch of art books. And I saw the number Mira art book there. Like it was all safe for work. It was not like, it was nothing on that part of the store was not safe for work. And it was only art books. So I checked if there was something else that I wanted, but no, they only had that one number Mira art book. So I just like grabbed it, handed it to the cashier, like, I'm here in the hentai place, but I really want this number Mira. And I'm not even kidding. I'm here for this number Mira book. And they put it on the black bag. Like if I was buying something that was actually sus. And then I left the store with my little black bag, the black plastic bag containing safe for work stuff. But oh well. Something is really making me out to this stream. I can't figure out what. Oh my god, Mitch. We talk about hentai and you come into the stream. Is that why? Do you only pay attention when we talk about hentai? For figures, it can be weird which ones are labeled not safe for work sometimes. Yes, they mix it a lot. And sometimes there are figures that I don't consider not safe for work because they are not explicit in any way. And they put it on the not safe for work section anyway. So always look. I'm here in the hentai place. Yeah. It was funny. It was funny coming out of the store with only like a little black plastic bag coming directly from the like hentai section of this shop. But I swear to God, it was not hentai. It was safe. All right, gotta go. Bye, people. Have a good one. Thank you, Grain. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great day. And have a great time doing your assignment. Good luck. I guess it depends on where you work. Yeah. Already collecting Lulu quotes in the big 26. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, that was the story about the number Mira. The first number Mira book. I feel like I I fumbled on both books. I'll power through. You will. Fine. Going to be fine. But now it's already like 12. Like it's midnight here. I think I'm going to close the stream too. And yeah, I have no plans for tomorrow. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. I need to figure that out because now I'm like, I have a checklist of everything that I still want to do in these last few days because I have, I think, 2 days that I actually have something planned for, and the other days I need to like, I have a list of things that I want to do, and I have to place those things on those days somehow, in a way. So yeah, we'll see what I'll do tomorrow. I want to go to Harajuku soon though, but I don't think tomorrow is a good day for it because on January 2nd, not most, but some stores are still closed. And I don't want to go to Harajuku only to see a bunch of shops closed. But on the other hand, I do know that Lafode is having sales and Fukubokuros, both on the January 1st and January 2nd. So at least quite a few stores inside of Lafode are going to be open. But I didn't see anything about the Sailor Moon store. And I know Lafode has the Sailor Moon store. And I really, really want that store to be open. Otherwise, I'm going to cry. I need to go to the Sailor Moon store. It's like the Sailor Moon Cafe was bad enough. And it was already bad enough to come to Japan in the very, very first year that the Sailor Moon Museum decided to have a world tour outside Japan. So please, I need to go to the Sailor Moon store. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. We'll see. I'll YOLO it. It's fun. It's fun. There are so many good places to go. To go. I need it. She screamed calmly. I love that quote. Yeah. Yeah, I really need it. It's so today was a good gacha day for me because I have you guys have no idea. My luck with gacha is so bad. It's so bad. If there is one of the all possibilities of that one gacha that I don't want, that's what I'm getting. Sometimes twice. So yeah, today was a good gacha day though. There was this one gacha that I only had to try it 3 times to get something that I actually wanted. But it was not that bad. And I found the Kowloon gacha again, and I tried it twice again. And I got like the MC guy that I don't care for that much, but I got my favorite character. I got Yume. Finally. Did you say gacha? Yeah. Physical gacha, actually. But it's so fun. Physical gacha is so fun. I really enjoy doing that. I really enjoy getting stuff that I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that much. But it's always a surprise. It's like a present to myself that I don't know exactly what I'm getting. But yeah, I also got 2 different gachas that are from characters that I have no idea who they are. I don't even know if they are original characters. I feel like they might be, or original series and stuff. But I got 2, and one of them was kind of one of the most boring ones. But the other one I got the best one, and I'm so happy. It's like a little rabbit that is also kind of a monster. It has one big eye and a lot of eyes inside their ears. It's so freaking cute. It's very well made. I'm very happy that I got that one. Hi, lady. Hello, it's me. Muted earlier. You said Happy New Year, you wonderful people, or something like that. And I responded back, nice to meet you. And love them. Model, it's me muted. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you got muted. How did you get muted? I don't have any, like, moderation. But okay. Welcome. And Happy New Year. And I hope you have... Oh, muted is your name. Okay. Hello, muted. Okay, in the server, okay. Now I know who you are. In our server, right? Hello, welcome. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like the model. It's not me. I know it's not you, Rocco. It's fine. You are also on holiday. You are not working as a mod. But yeah, it's fun. I really like gacha. Even though I kind of spent a lot of money on stupid stuff. But gacha is easy to get, like, to bring home because it doesn't take as much space. Also, I got a bunch of cute jewelry that I don't use. Like today, I found this one like little trinkets and jewelry shop that sold stuff from a bunch of different artists. It was like they had they had a ton of squares, like, you know, those IKEA cabinets that have squares. It was kind of like that, but each square was a different artist's collection, and it was completely different one from the other. And I got one cute pink strawberry earring. It was so cute. It's so cute. I can post pictures later. And on Comiket, I got some cute like cat stuff, but it's resin and it looks like the universe of some sorts. It's blue, a very, very dark blue, and with a little bit of like shine and stars and things like that. It's very cute. And it's like, it's a hair clip, and it has like little cat ears. And also I got a little, you know, those keychains that you put on your phone. One of those. It's also very, very cute. Rocco is having his New Year's break. Exactly. Yes. Have a wonderful day. I'll be lurking. I'm going to go shower. Okay. You also have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for lurking. Thank you for being here. Rocco finally resting his shoulder and back from carrying. Yeah. Rocco doesn't need to carry right now. Not right now. But maybe soon again when I'm back. And I'm going to plan collabs again. I miss collabing a lot. I miss playing games. Oh my god, the only game that I've been playing is Infinity Nikki. I'm trying to do my dailies, but I'm not doing it every single day because I forget. And it's so bad to play it on my phone. I hate playing it on my phone. She's threatening me again. No. But yeah, I miss being able to do whatever, like playing games and like joining VC and stuff and watching other streams. But it's fun here. And I really need to like concentrate my attention in being here because it's expensive to be here. And I don't know when I'm coming back. So I really need to enjoy, like, to be here as much as I can. That said, I need to sleep. Because tomorrow I need to find out what I'm going to do. Make them play War Thunder with you for the ultimate carrying experience. Oh no. Oh no, that would be so bad. Live in the moment. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to, even too much, because like I said, I don't know. I don't have plans for tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys have a very, like, the most wonderful New Year ever, because you all deserve it. Rest a lot. I think most of you guys are like off work right now, mostly at least. So enjoy and rest and eat a lot. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate that. It's so nice to have you guys here. So nice. You guys have no idea. I'm so happy that you are here. Yeah, it's so good to see you guys too. Okay. I miss streaming. I miss streaming a lot. Oh my god. I really need it. I really want to go back to stream but I also really like it here. Oh, you're drawing. Okay, that's nice. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Okay, okay. Have a great day, week. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming again. I hopefully soon, because I'm not going to be here for long anymore. So maybe I can stream soonish. We'll see. We'll see. I need to start packing, kind of, at least to check if it's like I'm good in regards to luggage or not. So I'm going to like probably do that tomorrow or the day after, and then I'm going to be able to stream again like during the evening. Japan's taking her away from us. Never, never. But honestly, this is a good place to live. I do understand why people want to come here and move here. This is a very, very nice place to live. At least considering that I only know how it is to be in Brazil and Japan. I don't know anything else. Streaming can do anytime being in Japan, not. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I won't be here for that much longer, though. So I really need to make my time worth here. My last days. No. Those otakus. Just happy you're having lots of fun there. Thank you, Vivi. I am. I really like it here. I really enjoy it here. And I'm so happy that it is cold, but it's not too cold. Like, I can handle cold well. And that's maybe because it's not humid as it is back home. It is way drier here. So, but I don't, like, I'm fine outside. Like, I don't feel overly cold or anything. And every single place has heating, so it's fine. The only issue is when there is too much wind, cold wind. Then it's difficult. Then I need to have everything, like a mask, a hat, everything. Otherwise, I'm going to be very, very cold. But other than that, I'm handling it fine. I feel like I wish I could live in a place that is colder, because back home, like, people were telling me how it is, and I'm like, to handle that? I really don't want to go back and have to handle that. Oh no. What temperature is there now? Let me check my phone. I have it on my phone. Let me check. 7? No, 6. It's 6 Celsius right now. 6. I think it was 6 when I got home too. Like 7 or 6 when I got home too. And I was just outside to get my package on the Amazon thingy. So, and I was just wearing one, like, oh no, I did get my jacket for that. I did get my jacket, but it was fine. I was just like, I had a t-shirt. It was not even a heat thing. A t-shirt, like a kind of a sweater, more for the winter, kind of, but not too thick. And a jacket that is kind of one of those very, very light puffer jackets. So, and that was all. I didn't need to wear anything, like even like mask or gloves or anything like that. I was fine. That's very nice for walking around. Yeah, it is. Not back home though. Back home, if it's like 50 Celsius, 15 Celsius, it's already way too cold to walk around like that. Like, you're going to have to like put on so many clothes, and most places are not heated, not even your home. So it's more uncomfortable. It beats the summer by a long time. Like, it's way better than summer, but still, like, I feel like here, because it's not that humid, it's way more bearable, the lower temperatures. 15, yes, 15. Hi, Anime Senpai, hello, welcome. How are you doing? And Happy New Year. I'm just finishing stream. Sorry. The stream is going to be over soon. It's a 11 here. Okay. 11 Celsius. That's probably nice. Like it's 6 here right now. I'm in Japan, so it's 6 here. And it's good temperature. Yeah. I feel like it's nice. The winter here has been nice. That said, I didn't see any snow. And I'm kind of sad about it because I really wanted to see snow for the first time and I did not. So I don't know. And I feel like I'm not going to have enough time to try to like have a day trip to the mountains or something to actually be able to see snow. So so it's around -6 here. Oh my god, Rocco. It's so cold. It must be snowy there then. It's nice. Nice. God, my bones are freezing. Oh no. It's snowy. Oh my god, that's so nice. That's so nice. I'm going to see snow one day. But apparently not in Japan. Okay, I'm going to go. Otherwise, I don't stop yapping. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Have a wonderful new year. And rest a lot during the festivities and such. And yeah, I'll be back soon. It's just around 1 more week for me here. And before that, I'll probably be streaming. I'll probably stream at least once more from here. We'll see. We'll see. Bye-bye. Have a good day or night or whatever. And yeah, Happy New Year.